Yeah. Can you share your thoughts on defense? They shot about 47%, 36 from behind the arc, 40 points in the paint.
Yep. Obviously not good enough closing down driving lanes. We talked at halftime about showing better help early, and I don't think, from what I could tell live, I don't think we did a great job of that. And our pick and roll coverage needs to improve quickly because we were not on the same page a few times, and the ball is going one way and our help defenders going the other way, and that shouldn't happen. But give Connecticut credit. That's a group that's played together a bit. They got some good chemistry, even with a new coach. You can see them solving some problems on the fly while we were changing our matchups. So early season game that we can learn a lot from.
6 early points from Tiana, but still not a whole lot off the bench. How important is it to kind of start getting them going sometimes?
Yeah, we're going to need everybody. I mean, we haven't shot the ball well yet. I thought we got better quality looks tonight. I thought Christy and Shatori, I think Shatori maybe just won and maybe passed up one, but yeah, we know we're going to need production. The game we won, they played well, that group. I'm trying to work some people in and figure some rotations out, but these last couple of games have felt like playoff games, and I've gone with our main group for bigger minutes, as have the teams we've played.
Just part of the early process, trying to figure out some things on the fly, especially playing a couple good teams.
For sure. I mean, that's New York and Connecticut twice is a tough opener. We feel like we should have got at least one out of these two against Connecticut, but it's no time to hang our heads. It's the one thing we talked about in game is our body language can be better when we're down a little bit, and we can get our heads right between now and Friday.
Kind of picking up on that, another tough night for Ariel, both these games against Connecticut. How do you kind of get her going?
Yeah, it's on. I mean, I just told her just now I got to help her. I got to get her some easier looks. She's seeing a lot of people jumping on top of her and not letting her use screens, and we got to obviously get some counters in for that.
And then just wanted to ask about Sally, not huge minutes. Is that just Tiana playing well and you want to keep riding her, or is there something you're seeing there with minute, I think?
In a way, it's Elena and Shakira playing well. And I just kind of went to a 3-post rotation. Amanda came in and got a couple fouls, and I just thought, Elena had it going and was feeling good. Shakira I don't know if she took a knee to the quad or what, and just felt better in the game moving than she did sitting on the bench. So between those two and Tiana, I just thought we 3-post group was good.
Coach, you guys had 21 defensive rebounds, but no fast break leads tonight. Can you talk about whether it was something that Connecticut was doing, or just maybe something on your end that wasn't quite working fast break and transition game today?
Thought we were just my feel on the side. Sometimes those transition things look a little more clear on film, but my feeling was our spacing wasn't the best in transition. That we had opportunities to maybe throw the ball ahead or reverse it quickly, and we kind of played on one side of the floor. Obviously, it's an area that we have to catch. We forced 13 turnovers too, and we should be out on some of those plays.
Lesson for me, obviously, with 2 losses, there's a lot of things to hang your head about. But what are some of the positives that you could take from these 2 games and bring it to Friday?
I like that we kind of answered the bell in terms of our rebounding today. I think we were dead last in offensive rebounds before today, and today we got on the boards pretty good. I think positives would be that we don't feel like we've played that great offensively yet. And we've been in both these games. It's not time for moral victories, but if you keep improving, you have an opportunity to win a lot of games. Yep.
Coach, if my stats are correct, Elena's 27 points, the most shoot towards in September of 2019. How tough is it to see numbers like that?
It feels about like the other day when Kira got her career high and we didn't win. We asked a lot of her today, probably more than we should have to. We've got to find ways for her to attack people besides having her back to the basket, because it does take a toll. But yeah, it's just frustrating to lose regardless of the stats.
There are obviously some calls that didn't go Washington's way. How much do you think officiating impacted the results?
I'm not going to talk about the officiating.
Last one for me. Brittney Sykes, despite the loss, must be encouraging for her to come off the bench like that, or excuse me, not off the bench, but still chipping 17 points in the +9. What are you seeing from her and what do you like?
I like that she's looking confident shooting open shots, and that was a big thing. I know everybody, after we signed her, everybody that I talked to read me her 3-point shooting numbers, but I also saw a player that shot about 40% in college on a high number of attempts. And so I think some of that's confidence and scheme related. So hopefully she can just keep shooting the ball with confidence.
Scoring for me tonight. Again, that game, Shakira and Elena having effective games as a duo, which can work so well for them and do it together.
They're just both really, really good players. Elena's making shots off of double coverage or over double coverage and making good decisions out of the double teams, I thought, for the most part. And Kira in space is tough. She's slippery. She's tough to keep in front, and she's on the glass. Yeah, they're really good players. I mean, we expect them. We don't want to have to pound it through the block that much, but we expect them to bring it every night.
Going back to the one for a minute, I know rebounding looks to be up so far this season compared to what you've been in the past. Were you expecting that level of rebounding, or is that big kind of a level surprise?
I mean, she's certainly athletically capable. So I think a couple people on staff have talked to her a little bit about it, and she's made a conscious decision to be a good rebounder, and there's no reason why it can't continue.
We'll go to one quick question from Zoom. Christos.
Hey, coach. Hope you're doing well. 80 points against the Sun in the previous game, 88 tonight. What would you like to improve defensive-wise about the next games?
Sort of like I said off the top, our early help defense, I think they saw too many driving lanes, and our pick and roll coverage is not as sharp as it should be.
Thank you very much, coach.
That's it, coach. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, Mr. Young.
Hello.
So I'm gonna start with you. I want to ask about the defense.
Mhm.
You know, they had pretty good percentages, and Eric just talked about pick and roll and some driving lanes that you guys didn't have covered like you would like.
Mhm.
Just from your perspective, where's the defense at right now? How's it need to get better?
I think overall the defense is fine. I think it's just those possessions where we think we can like take 1 second like off, and then that's when we get penalized for it. But we're there. Like, we know how to play defense. We're confident in our defense. It's just the point of doing it. But we're fine. We don't have any worries in that. Like, Connecticut's a really good team. Like, they've been to the playoffs how many times? You know, like they're a good team. So when those games go down to the wire, we have to be in those positions to guard the ball like we know we can.
With you, and you had a big night offensively, but not necessarily as an entire club, still struggling a little bit from behind the arc. Once again, are you liking the shots that you guys were getting, the offense producing the shots you would like?
I mean, Connecticut was playing like playoff defense, different looks, just changing it up, sending doubles, sending it on the dribble, sending it on the catch, like really just changing up their look. So, I mean, it's great for us to get that type of look early this season. And a lot of times, yeah, we had great shooters open for really great shots. And some days they just don't go in. And then other times we had wasted possessions and, you know, kind of just not spacing properly and allowing their length and their aggressiveness to kind of mess us up. So, you know, third game of the season, you're going to have some of that. So we got things to clean up, especially after seeing them twice and seeing the different looks and the type of playoff defense that we will face. We got to figure some things out.
Hey, Slim, for you, just the three was looking good, you had a couple of them. You know, how much have you been working on that, and how is your shot feeling?
My shot feels really good. Shout out to the Mystics, coaching staff, my teammates. No, seriously. Going into free agency, one of the things that made my ear ring and made my heart warm was that the staff had so much confidence in me wanting to shoot the three. My teammates, they have confidence in me to shoot the three. So when I have that confidence instilled in myself from repetition and practice, and then you add on top of the fact that I have people that surrounding me have encouraging me to shoot that shot, and not give it up, because I've given it up so many times in the past. And now I'm starting to shoot that with confidence and just poise, and it feels really good. And I know that I just have to keep working at it, and given the same energy that my teammates give me, I can't let that go in vain. So I just got to keep shooting it with confidence.
Sticking with you, Elena, 27 points tonight. You've obviously gone against Elena plenty, but how is it, being her teammate when she's having this kind of night?
I mean, it's amazing because it's not against me anymore. Simple as that. Shit. It's very simple. I'm with her now. Seriously. I don't have to stress.
In the back of the game with you and Shakira were just working well on each other. What do you attribute the chemistry to?
I mean, just two good basketball players, having a year under our belt together, talking a lot, trying to just stay on the same page. Sometimes I'll send her some clips to look at, and just continuing to communicate with one another, because she's so versatile and I am as well, that we're able to do things that make other bigs uncomfortable. So continuing to kind of exploit that, space off of one another, cut off of one another. She's got great touch, great hands, and she finishes so well around the rim. So continuing to let her attack the way she's been.
Brittney, it's early season adversity, but the team is, you always feel like it's a family affair. The vice president, how do you just build off that going into Chicago?
I mean, I think we just got to be realistic about what's going on. Like, it's the third game of the season. Some of us have just gotten back. Literally today makes a month since some of us have played our last basketball game overseas. Some of us have, just got back to the state. Whatever it is, like, we're being very realistic about our approach to these games. We want to win them all. We know we're not. So the games that we know we need to take care of, we need to take care of all of them. We slipped up on one. That's easy. I mean, that's not easy, but like that's that happens. But it's the bounce back. So we got a game against Chicago. We got our day off tomorrow to reset. Thursday we go into practice, and Friday we handle business.
Hey, Slim, you came out super aggressively on both ends of the floor. You finished with 17 and 7. As you start to get a couple of regular season games under your belt, what are you starting to notice about yourself and how you shot your teammates?
I gotta be aggressive. Like, I can't take a night off because say if it's not even about scoring, I know that me being aggressive and attacking creates opportunities for my teammates. So when I'm not doing that, it's taking away the opportunity for us to get easier baskets. Especially having somebody like Delle on the floor. If I'm attacking, I know they're not leaving her. So now I can go finish, or somebody else helps, and now we get the dish. So I just know going into every game, especially on both ends, not just offensively, but like defensively, just to lead that snake, the head of the snake, and just really, really get locked down on defense, because that generates our offense, and we're doing really, really well in transition.
And Elena, if my stats are correct, you had 27 tonight. That's the most you've scored in the game since September of 2019. Obviously it was a loss, so it's not what you want to see, but after all the injuries, all the stuff you've been through, how does it feel just hearing that stat?
I'm actually more excited about the minutes I've been playing,
Right?
Being able to, I'm like leading this team in minutes right now. So really not worried about the scoring. There's different nights, different things are going to be needed. Tonight, I was feeling really good shooting it. But yeah, I'm excited about the minutes played and being able to bounce back with we had 3 games in 5 days, and feeling good, feeling strong. Yeah, I know.
21 defensive rebounds and 13 turnovers. You guys forced, but no points in transition. Slim, I know that's a big part of your game. What was it that kind of gave you tonight that made it so tough you guys to get out of transition?
Credit to Connecticut. Like, they did their job, yes, but I don't think it was a them thing. I think it was us just getting to spots, knowing our offense, just getting into a flow. There have been moments where we got kind of stagnant, or we were kind of lost. Like, okay, what are we running? It's 2 people on one page, another. So it's just, I think for us, just getting in that flow of, okay, the board went up, we got the rebound, everybody knows where they're going, which we do. Like, we do it in practice every day. It's just the principle of just doing it. Right.
After these 2 losses, obviously easy to focus on the negatives. What are some of the positives of the 2 you want to be able to take out of these 2 games?
I mean, we've gotten some really great looks, and some of them we just haven't been hitting, and players getting these looks are great shooters. So it's really nothing to stress about. They're going to hit these shots. continuing to find ways though to make it a little bit easier for each other. I think we can do a better job setting better screens, setting different screens, going through different actions, making teams play side to side. And then defensively, we'll play really hard for most of the shot clock and then have like one thing go wrong and they get a layup, they get an O board and an AM1, like things like that crush you. So we have to clean it up and play the entire shot clock and finish it with a rebound. So good things that we can clean up.
If there is no more in-person questions, I think that is it.
No, we got one. Mhm. I want to say how easy it was. Like that transition coming in, I felt like I was already here. Again, it just made the reassurance even more that I made the right decision in free agency, because I don't think I've ever had a smoother transition into a new team or felt this comfortable with just flowing in the offense and just playing basketball. But I mean, that's the organization itself. So it speaks volumes to who they've been over the years. And I'm just grateful that I can land in a place like this, like on and off the court. Like it's just a great position for me. So I'm thankful for them for even like looking my way.
Any last questions?
I think that's it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Joe.
All right. Thank you guys.